Hey guys, how are you? I actually already made this video on my Canon and for some reason it will not transfer and it just won't go through to my laptop or my phone, so I have to remake it, which sucks because I have to make it on my webcam, but it's okay. I'm just gonna remake it. I don't care if the quality's bad. I just want to make this video, so that's what I'm gonna do. Today we're going to talk about bunnies. I'm going to talk about a few things that you should know before getting a bunny. You can't see because it's too bright. Maybe now, but barely. Anyways, number one, bunnies are not meant to be caged. A lot of people think when they get a bunny, they just keep them in a cage, and they're actually not meant to be caged. They're not caged animals. They're meant to be free roam. You can actually litter train your bunny with a little bit of patience and commitment. You can actually litter train your bunny, and they're supposed to be free roam, just like your dog or just like your cat. They're supposed to be allowed to roam freely in your house, just like any other pet that you might have. Now, there's a lot of reasons for that, which will be coming up in my other reasons, but the main one is that cage is definitely not big enough for them. They need room to explore. It gives them really bad health problems by staying in that cage for too long, especially if the cage is too small. I mean, bunnies are not supposed to be caged animals. Just don't. I mean, you can keep a cage for the bunny as it's like home kind of, because when you first bring the bunny home, he'll probably feel more comfortable if he has a space to kind of go into to hide from you, from anyone else to be scared of, because he is a prey animal, so bunnies get scared very easily. Okay. Second, bunnies don't like to be held, and a lot of people still pick them up and hold them, and the reason they don't like to be held is because bunnies are prey animals, so even when they're young, their mothers never really pick them up or anything like that. So to them, when they're being picked up, it's really scary for them. And you should just not pick up a bunny too much because it just freaks them out. It's really scary. It's really frightening for them. If you do want to pick your bunny up, which I would understand why, I mean, they're so cute, but they are, they do have souls. They're not just for your amusement. Remember that. Maybe when a bunny is born as a baby, as a very young baby, you can try to get it used to being picked up and put down, picked up and put down, and then maybe when it grows up, it won't have that bad of a reaction to being picked up. Second of all, if you have your own bunny and it's a free roam pet and you can slowly make it comfortable with you picking it up, it'll be less uncomfortable with you picking him up. He'll probably not completely be okay with it, but slowly he won't freak out every time you slowly try to pick him up and he's like scratching you and trying to get away from you. Like, he'll just be like, okay, it's not that bad, she'll put me down in a second. So just have some patience. Don't just snatch him up, like a dog or a cat. Don't do that. They're prey animals, so for them it's really hard and it's really scary. Third, bunnies are not a first-time pet. Now, let me be very clear about that. Bunnies are very, very much not a first-time pet. A lot of people think bunnies are easy to take care of, or easier to take care of in comparison to a dog or a cat. But that's not true. Bunnies need literally the same amount of attention you would give to a dog or a cat. So, Easter. This is one time where a lot of people who do know about rabbits and they do know about animal rights and stuff, this is when we all kind of flip out a little bit, because on Easter, a lot of people will get their children bunnies, and I know you want to get them something cute because it's Easter and it's a holiday that you're into, or that your family celebrates, but if you get them a bunny and you're getting this bunny for them to take care of, don't just get them because you think this bunny is going to be easy to take care of. It's the same as getting a dog or a cat, and they can't be caged, so don't think you can just put them in a cage in their room. That's very cruel, just to put a living soul in a cage in your room just so you can look at it, just so you can pick it up whenever you want because you think it's cute. It's just not what you should do, especially if it's not a caged animal. Bunnies are just not meant to be caged. Just don't do it, okay? Bunnies are not first-time pets. They take a lot of commitment, just as much as dogs and cats. So don't get them for your kids if you just think, oh, I'll get them for my kid because they're easy to take care of. No, they're a lot of commitment and they're not meant to be caged. Next is carrots and bunnies. Now the reason I bring this up, even though it's like, oh, bunnies love carrots. Yes, bunnies do love carrots, but you can't feed your bunny a carrot all the time. A bunny to a carrot is like a cheesecake to a human. It's like a whole cheesecake to a human. It's too much sugar for the bunny. It's really unhealthy for them, so it should be a very, very rare snack for your bunny. Other than that one carrot once in a while, your bunny's diet should consist of a lot of hay, Timothy hay, and then a small portion of pellets. It has like vitamins and stuff for them, important things they need. And you can also give them veggies like lettuce and cabbage and like mint leaves. Now, before you give them any vegetable, just make sure to check online real quick if it's okay for them, because there are some things that are poisonous to bunnies that you may never expect that it is, but if they take one bite of it, it'll totally mess them up. So be careful about that. But carrots should be really like a once in a while treat. You know, like you have bunny treats that you can give your bunny. You can probably give that to your bunny almost every day. Like it could be like 20% of their diet, like a few treats a day or something. Even then, you shouldn't do that much. But a carrot should be very rare. It's very unhealthy for them. Next is you must bunny-proof your house before getting a bunny. Now, when you get a cat or a dog, you somehow change your house or proof your house. Like you'll put a little doggy door, or you'll put out something for your dog or cat to eat on, to eat with, to sleep on. For a cat, you might get them stuff so they can scratch it, like scratch posts, and so they won't scratch the furniture. Now, when you get a bunny, people underestimate bunnies, and they're like, oh, like, when I tell people this, they're like, oh my god, like, this is just too much for an animal. And I'm like, really? This is too much care for an animal. You do the same thing with the cat and dog. You bring home the cat or dog, you let them roam your house, you protect stuff at your house somehow after getting them. You take them to the vet. It's the same thing. I mean, if you have a cat, you have to go get its claws cut. Same thing with bunny. It's really, it's not a lot if you think about it. It's just because people underestimate bunnies and they think that bunnies are first-time pets, but trust me, they are not. So you have to bunny-proof your house because your bunny is a free-roam pet, and if you want it to be happy and cute and binking around, which I will tell you what a binky is later, then please bunny-proof your house. For example, one example would be wires. Now you can get these like plastic things that you can put on your wires. Like they have a little slit on it and you just kind of like put it on top of the wires and it'll protect your wires and it'll protect your bunny's teeth because they like to chew, so they could be electrocuted. Your wires will get messed up. It's just not good and they'll ingest it. Like it's just not good. So you can do that. Or for example, at IKEA, I think they have these boxes with like one hole in the back. You just put all your wires in there and then kind of put the box against the wall so the bunny cannot, sorry, my like nose is itchy. So your bunny can't get to the box without you, like moving the box or something. So do bunny-proof your house. Do keep that in mind before getting an adorable rabbit. You must take care of this living being if you want responsibility of it. Bunnies are most active during dawn and dusk, so that's another reason why they're not caged animals, because a lot of people leave them in the cage 24/7, basically for their whole life, and they won't really take them out unless they want to pick them up for their own amusement. But when you leave your bunny in the cage at nighttime or in the mornings, or basically around dawn and dusk, it's really hard for them because they're most active and that's when they want to be jumping around and like exploring things. Just like a cat, cats are actually more active during the nighttime, evening-ish time, and the morning time. I mean, you wouldn't cage up your cat during that time. They'd go crazy. They'd be like, what the hell? Like, I need to go out. I need to explore. So, same thing their bunny. That's why they're not caged animals. If you do, you don't want them to be free roam all the time, which, whatever your situation is at home, I understand, I guess. But if you don't want to do that, at least take them out during the times that they're most active. At least let them out for at least 5 to 6 hours a day, maybe just during the night, because during the night you'll be home. So just, like while you're sleeping, just let them out. And during the daytime, if you want to put them in there, you can. I mean, I think they should be free roam, but, and you can definitely litter train them. I've mentioned this already. You can definitely litter train them. You just need some commitment time, just like you need commitment time to litter train, like a cat. Okay. Okay, and here's another thing. I already mentioned this, but if all of these things sound like too much for you, then you really shouldn't get a bunny, because the things I'm telling you are basic things that people already do for cats and dogs, and just they're basic things. And if you go on Instagram and look up a lot of the bunny owners, a lot of the bunny accounts, you'll see that they're always cage free, because the people who do have rabbits, who are a little educated on rabbits, who have researched rabbits and tried to find out like what they need and want, they realize like, oh, my bunny cannot stay in that cage. A lot of people, even some vets are very not, I guess, informed on bunnies. If you take your bunny to the vet, they'll have more information on cats and dogs, but bunnies still have a little bit less information about a lot of things, their health and a lot of things. And I've had 2 bunnies in my life, and I've taken them to the vet, and when I take them, the doctor's always like, oh, like, make sure you clean the cage, and I'm just like, oh, well, they're not caged, they're free roam. And then, like, I mean, they have their cage as like a little home they can go back and forth in, but the door's always open. And he's like, oh, that's weird. I'm like, no, that's not. You should, like, a lot of vets, it really bothers a lot of people who have rabbits. You can ask them as well. When they take them to the vet, it feels like a bunny is kind of like not as important. A bunny is very underestimated compared to other animals, and it shouldn't be. It's not just a cute little, it has a soul. Just like you would not want to be locked up in your room forever, however much you like your room. If you were locked up in your room for 24/7 and you never knew when the door was going to open, and you were locked in there for weeks, and then one day the door opens, just some human can look at you and be like, oh my god, you're so cute, and then put you back in there. That's like, like, even if you're an introvert, if you stay in the house 100% of the time, there's at least one point where you're like, oh, like, I feel like I need to go outside, I feel like I need to do something, I feel like I'm caged in or something. It's very, even if you want to go do something alone, it's just you need to be let free, and a bunny is free roam. So please, if all these things seem too much for you, but you're like, I don't care, I'm just not going to listen, and I'm just still going to get a bunny and put him in a cage just because I want to look at this bunny, I mean, I can't stop you from doing that, but it's a very inhumane thing to do. Especially after when you don't know, when you don't have the knowledge on it, it's different. There's a lot of things I'm ignorant about and I don't know about, so I'd rather people tell me so I know. But if after you have the knowledge of something, you're still kind of like, I don't care, like, I'm just gonna ignore it, that's kind of fucked up. If you don't know and all of a sudden, you have a bunny and you don't know these things, and you're watching this video or watching a different video talking about bunnies, and you realize all these things, and then you decide you're gonna slowly change it, that's good. But if you have all the knowledge and you're just sitting there like, it's easier for me this way, don't do that. It's kind of like when people declaw their cats. Like, that's horrible. When you declaw your cats, it's like cutting your finger off at this knuckle. It's not like taking your nail out. Even that is painful. It's literally cutting this first part right here of your cat. And your cat needs his claws to be healthy, and you can just get his claws clipped once in a while and you'll be fine. You can put soft paws on your cat's claws, but people are like, oh no, it's just easier for me to get him declawed just so he won't rip your furniture. You're gonna cut off his first. Like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, we're not, who are we to do that? Who are we to do that? Who are we to decide that, like, oh, I'm just gonna cut off this part of your finger? Like, no, just take some time to teach your cat about the scratch post, and if he still doesn't do it, you can get his claws clipped, and you can put soft paws. You can research what soft paws are. You can put those on his nails, and it'll be fine. Like, there's so many other better alternatives than declawing your cat. It's the same thing with the bunny. Please, just don't get a bunny if you're not willing to actually take care of it. It's not a stuffed animal. It's not a toy. Now, here are some fun facts, I guess, to lighten up the mood. When bunnies jump all over the place, this is Binky. This is what I mentioned earlier. It's kind of like they just get excited all of a sudden, and it's really cute to watch. That's why they should be free roam, because if they're just, if they're just sitting in your room and you're just like reading a book and they're all quiet, and you look at them in 1 second, they're just sitting there, and then the second they're just like, they just like zoom past you, and it's so cute because it's like this burst of energy, and then they're like, oh wait, no, now I'm done. It's really cute. It's really cute to watch. Second, when bunnies chin something, that means they're kind of leaving their scent on it. They're saying like, this is mine, this is my whatever, my territory, my thing. It's also really cute because they'll like just walk around and they'll be like, that's mine. And it's so cute, especially when they chin you. Like if they walk past you and they like chin your knee or something when you're sitting down, it's like, oh, it's like a little love gesture. It's really cute. It's really cute. Another thing is when they flop. Now, when bunnies are like resting or napping, I guess, they kind of just sit on their paws, like on all four paws, they're just sitting down. But when they're completely relaxed, when they feel comfortable and safe in wherever they are, that's when they 100% let go and they just flop. Like they'll just be sitting there and then they'll just like fall on their side. And at the first time my bunny did it, Circuit, when he did it, I was so scared because I was like, what the fuck? Like he just fell and I was like, are you okay? And then he just got up because I started petting him. He was like, what the fuck? No, it's so cute. Like they'll just look at you and they'll be like, I feel comfortable, and then they'll just flop, and it's adorable. Look it up online, watch some videos. It's so cute. It's so cute because they're just like, fuck this, and they just flop, and it's so cute. It's so cute. Ooh, here's another thing. It's not really a fun fact, it's more of something to look out for. Bunnies don't really make a lot of sounds, but when they thump their back legs, that means they're either angry or they're extremely frightened or scared or they're frustrated or irritated about something or just something bad is happening. So look out for that when they are doing that. Try to like figure out what it is, like what they're scared of, what what's annoying them, like what you can do if you can do something in this situation, because they don't really, like when they do that, that's bad. That's really bad. That means something's happening and you need to fix it if you can, So just keep that in mind. That's all the things I have to say about bunnies for now. I'm sure I'll make another video. I love bunnies. I've had 2. My first one was Anastasia or Anastasia. I say her name different depending on my mood. It's weird. And my second one, his name was Cirkeshwar, or Circuit for short. It was based on the character from Munna by MBBS, one of my favorite Bollywood movies. And yes, that's all I have to say. This is my channel, Dream World. I've been wanting to make videos on here for a while, but I haven't because I kept making excuses. Like, oh, I didn't have my camera, and then I got my camera. Like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this, and I don't want to make it on my phone. It'll be bad quality, blah, 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 blah. I don't care anymore. I don't care what. I've just been wanting to do this for a while. I like talking. I made this channel Dream World because I wanted to create my own dream world and I wanted to talk about everything that I'm interested in. So that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And hopefully, let's see if I can. Well, this video's already on my laptop, so it'll be easier to edit. But let's see how that goes. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and I will have all of my social media information in the description below. Yeah. Thanks, guys.